Welcome you all to the course on artificial intelligence and soft computing. During our previous sections or lectures, we discussed about the different course objectives and then course outcomes. We discussed about the examination scheme, and then we started with the subject. And that we discussed about different introduction or terminologies which are related to artificial intelligence. And then later part we discussed about different applications, especially right where artificial intelligence which are currently working, especially like natural language processing, and then the Facebook, and then social medias like uh, Facebook and then Twitters, right? And we discussed about the natural language processing, and then we discussed about how it helps for the business like Amazon and the other Netflix which uses for recommendation system, right? Then we discussed about different other projects which are now currently which is developing by the industries, right? Deep Mimic, and then we discussed about IBM Watson. So these are the few applications we discussed which are related to the artificial intelligence projects, right? And in today's session, we'll discuss about the topic which is covers intelligent agents, right? And so these are the objectives of the today's session. First, we'll have the different definitions of and what is meant by agent and the different types of agents, and we'll discuss about and what is an intelligent agent. Then we'll have a discussion on what is rational agent, how it performs a particular task, and then we'll discuss about different types of environment, and we'll discuss about different agent architecture. So these are the at the end of the session, and you all will be able to know about these elements. And so these are the contents in today's lecture I'm going to deliver. First, we'll have the introduction to the agent, and then we'll discuss about agent and its environment. We'll deeply discuss about the sensor or effectors, I could say, that are actuators, and then we'll discuss about some other fundamental, which is autonomy in agents, how the agent which takes a decision independently, and we'll discuss about rationality, and then we'll discuss about different types of and nature of environments, and then we'll discuss about a structure of agent and then intelligent agent types, and inside that we'll discuss about the 5 categories of intelligent agents, and then finally we'll have the case study, and then based on that we'll discuss about a problem and then solution. So these are the contents which I'm going to present in today's lecture. When we talk about an agent is anything that can be viewed as a perceiving its environment through sensors and acting upon that environment through actuators. When you talk about an agent could be any machine learning model or artificial intelligence model, whether it could be an application or a product or might could be any other model, right? So that is going to perceive its environment, that is going to interact with environment, and based on the interaction with the help of the other communicating devices like sensors and other devices, it is going to receive the values from its environment. Based on the received environments, and then it is going to uh, act something, it is going to take some actions depends upon the information it receives through the actuators. When you talk about the actuators are the elements or the component which are used to do certain activities. When we take about the automated driver car or self-driving car, in that cases, right, again the wheels and then steering and then the brake, accelerator, clutch, all these elements which we call it as the actuators. With the help of the actuators or with the help of the brake, right, automatically which applies the brake. Again, in case if it want to take a left turn or right turn with the help of the help of the steering, it can make a turn. I mean, left turn or right turn. So these elements will be called as the actuators, and so that operates in an environment. It is going to. So, for example, I'll continue this the self driving car as an analogy, right? So that it will be easy for you to understand. It operates in an environment. When we talk about an environment, about where the machine learning model or artificial intelligence model which works, again the self-driving car which is going to run on the road, right? Now what are the different environment which is going to interact, again the different conditions of the road, and then traffic, and then the traffic signals, and then different signboard it has to capture, and then it has to be vision process has to be done so that it understands that whether it is speed breaker is there, or a left hand symbol is there, or a right hand symbol is there, or no honking symbol is there. So all these things, which will be, get the information from its environment, right? And perceive its environment through the sensor, right? Again, how the signal will be identified, whether the signal is red, green, uh, or I could say that orange. So again, so we may build a high quality camera that will keep on sensing the signals, right? So after sensing that information, that will be given, that information will be, the color will be recognized immediately. That signal will be immediately passed to the master controller. So it depends upon the signal color, and it may take a decision and acts upon its environment through the actuators or effectors. So that means that in case if whenever if the vehicle is moving on the road, in case if it finds any obstacle in the road, if any object is crossing suddenly, in that cases, the sensor which is built around the autonomous car, so that immediately sense, right? And after that, after sensing that, that sensed information will be passed to the controller. Immediately it has to apply the brake so that it can avoid the damage or accident. So again, it has a goals. When you talk about the goals, again, it is the destination where it has to reach. So based on this information, right, the agent which is going to communicate with the others, right? As I mentioned, an agent perceives its environment through the sensors and acts upon the environment through actuators, right? Now, the agent choice of action can be depend on the entire history. Here, when you talk about the entire history of the percepts observed previously, so this stands for that whenever if a model or which is the AI based model which is learn it from experience, that experience, that information which is going to be stored in the knowledge base. When we are no executing the programs in the Prolog, we have created the knowledge base, right? Very similar to that. So here this agent program which will keep on learning from its environment, so that the updated information, that perception, that will be stored in the knowledge base. Whenever in case in future if it faces the same kind of situation, automatically it takes a decision based on its previous experience, right? So that is what it happens, right? And the agents may include maybe a humans or robotic and other softwares, right? And an agent can be seen as a mapping between the percept sequences and actions, right? It is going to receive the inputs from the environment, and based on the inputs it is going to apply some actions, or it is going to perform some actions. Again, when you talk about an agent, so which is the combination of architecture program, that is that agent program runs on a physical architecture to produce a function, right? Whatever the program, whatever the model which is embedded with the AI model, right? Based on its experience as well as the different information which is received based on the knowledge base, and then the current the information, based on that, it may take some decision, right? When you talk about a rational agent is an agent whose acts try to maximize some performance measure. Or I could say that when you talk about act rationally, so here this concept we discussed the four dimensions of artificial intelligence, right? Think like a human and then act like a human, and think rational and then act rational. When you talk about a rational is that what is out of, see, when you take a simple problem, there could be a lot of solution to the problems. Out of that, your agent should analyze that which will be the optimum one, so that automatically the other factors which may improve, maybe the performance, or that should be maybe faster, or maybe the safe driving, all these factors will be considered. And the rational agent is something that which will take a wise decision or correct decision, so that will increase the other the performance aspects. So this is a simple diagram, I could say that, right? The environments which is there. So here, this is an environment. So this is our self-driving car. The self-driving car which has the sensor. The sensor will be keep on sensing the environments, maybe the signal and other informations, maybe the traffic lanes and other informations. Based on that information or sense, right? That information will be passed to the agent. Depends upon the input it received from the sensor on the cameras, or the GPS, or the other no radars, right? All this information, based on that information, the agent will do some actions, right? Action can be maybe the applying the brakes and other things, right? And the effectors are that the component which is embedded with the AI model, right? As for the self-driving car, it could be a brake, or maybe the accelerator and other things, right? So this is a simple architecture diagram. I could say that how the different components which combines PAS. We say that the performance, environment, sensor, and then actuators. Do you have any doubt so far, whatever I covered? Just, if you have any doubts, you can quickly write it in the chat box. I'll proceed confidently to the next. Okay, I hope it's clear for all of you. So I'll proceed further. What about other students? There are only 27 students. I hope that the pre-placement talk is over, right? It is done, and still student are not are reluctant to join in the class. Okay, we'll continue with that. So when we talk about a sensor and effect class, right, and you all might be knowing about the sensor are no a small or tiny component which is specially designed or developed for the specific application, right? Might be passive PIR sensor and other sensor, temperature sensor, and then weather sensor, right? And all these sensor which are created for the specific applications, right? And it will keep on collecting, or it will keep on interacting with the environment, and it will try to collect the information, and that information that will be passed to the AI based model, right? And then that operation involving the actuators is called an action, right? Again, what are the operations which is performed, that is done by the actuators, right? And action can be grouped into action sequences, right? Might be the different combinations of actions, right? And next we'll have the quick view of what are the elements which present, or which present in the human agent as well as the machine agent. When we talk about the human agent, right? So this will help you to understand what are the different four aspects PAS, right? When you talk about the perceptions, and so these are the different units through which will interact with the external environments, right? Our eyes will be used to uh, for view something, right? For the vision purpose, right? And then he has to hear some noises, and then nose to smells, and then for no sensor, I mean the touch sense will be used to identify the temperature and other things, right? Very similar to the when we talk about the actuators, right? Again, actuators are the parts which are used to move from one place or do some actions, might be the hands and then legs and other elements, right? When you talk about the robotic agents, right, different perception, right, could be the sensors, and might be the camera which is no place in place in the place of eyes, right? Again, actuators could be the motors, might be the artificial limbs, and then the fingers which is connected, right? So all these agents are all these actuators which are the part of the robots. And when you talk about the software agents, right, again, so this is like I could say that it's a program. When you talk about the different unit which interact with the external environment, which could be the input output units, might be the keyboard, mouses, right? Might be the other things, the joystick, right? And then actuators will be your output, might be your monitors or complete screen or printer, all these things, right? So that will be called as the actuators, or might be the different processing elements which is there. That might be the CPU, right? And might be the RAM, and then the graphical user interface card, right? And all these informations, so which will be called as the actuators. So when we talk about again, this is again the repetitions, right? Again, human consensus, and then the body parts will act as the actuators. Again, when we talk about the robots, the cameras and then part which will be used for the inputs, and then the motor and the artificial limbs which will be act as actuators. Next, I'll quickly explain with the vacuum cleaner. So I think this part which I covered when I was conducting the practical of PAS problem, identification of your artificial intelligence problem statement, right? In that part, I have covered PAS, right? I'll quickly give the glance for this, right? When you talk about a vacuum cleaner example, right? In that again, the percepts could be the location and then contents. Maybe there are two part which is A section A, and then room A or room B, and then the other element could be whether it is dirty or whether it is clean, right? And what are the operation it can perform through the actuators? Through the, it can move left, or it can move right, or it can clean, or it may suppose if both the rooms are clean, it does not perform any operations. So these are the few operations I could say that. Again, so different the combination of the artificial intelligence vacuum cleaner agent. So that could be that. First, suppose if based on this example diagram, A is in the left and then B is in the right part. And if suppose if the room A is clean, so what action will move? What action will takes place means the automatic vacuum cleaner which will move to the right room. Again, suppose if the room A is dirty and it will automatically clean it. Again, very similar to that, if the room B is clean, automatically the vacuum cleaner will move into the left direction. Again, if the room B is dirty, and then it will try to clean it, right? So by the way, there could be the different combinations, right? Might be both the rooms are clean or both the rooms are dirty. In that cases, what kind of operation will be performed? So that the different states we can write, right? As many we require. Now, when we talk about autonomy in agents, when we talk about an autonomy, the autonomy of an agent is the extent to which its behavior is determined by its own experience. That means that with the ability to learn and adapt. So this I could say that this is an example for of a reinforcement learning, right? When you talk about the reinforcement learning, right, any mathematical model or artificial intelligence model with learn from its own experience, which will interact with the environment and it will keep on update its knowledge base, right? So whenever it learns the new things, so for I could say that if you are playing any games in the mobile games, maybe the chess or might be the carom, whatever it may be, right? The game or the machine will initially it may perform some or it may take some wrong movements, right? When you are playing next time, every after a game, the rule will be updated automatically. It will learn from the mistake, and second time that model or the game or the computer will not do the mistake. So this is again an autonomy in agents. When we talk about autonomy, the agents will learn from its experience, right, without any other the users, right? And the example I could say that a baby learning to crawl. So this is for the human autonomy, right? Initially, when the baby born, it does not know how to speak and then how to walk and then how to move, right? But day by day, it learns from its own experience, right? And so it learn to crawl and then it learn to walk and then it learn to run. So all these things, so which we say as an example for the autonomy in agents. Next, we'll discuss about a rationality. When you talk about a rationality, a rational agent is the one that does the right thing. Already I explained about a little with this, right? When we talk about a rational agent, right, and so in order to achieve a goal state, there may be the lot of possibility options. Say, for example, if I want to find a shortest path, if I want to reach from one place to the other places, source to destination, there could be the lot of ways through which I can reach the destination. But out of that, the rational agent or the rational agent, what it will perform is that it will try to identify that the best route. Best route means that where there will be no traffic or where there will be no congestion or where there will be the smooth road, right? Might be where I can reach the destination so quickly as well as safely. So all these factors are a parameter will be considered. Based on the parameters, the agent or the model will try to take the right decision. So that is called the rational agents, right? So here they explained with that the performance can be measured based on the previous example I was explaining, the floor cleaning, right? The performance could be based on that, the amount of dirt cleaned within a certain time, right? Maybe whether the quantity of the dust which is cleaned in the specific time period, and then how clean the floor is. Again, so this is the cleanliness, right? Whether it is 100% clean or 90% clean, is there any dust particle left in some place of the room, right? So all these things, right, which completely rely on the performance. So based on the performance, next time it will improve its accuracy, and next time it will update its own rules, and then based on the rules updated, and the rational agent will try to do it, or which will improve itself to increase the performance, right? So when we talk about the rational agents, right, the first thing is that the performance measure again. So that defines the criteria of the success, whether the model, the rational model, which is giving the 100% performance or accuracy or the cleanliness, right? And then the agent prior knowledge of the environment. So here this is completely again, we'll discuss this part in the environment part also, right? Suppose if the agent is already familiar with the environment where it works, again, so that is also a factor in which, right, it will automatically increase the performance, right? Again, the actions that agent can perform, right? What are the options which can perform with the environments, right? Might be the cleaning and the no operations, left right movement, right? In case if it is, if it the vacuum cleaner wants to take left hand, how much degree it has to turn, all these things, right? Again, how the agent perceives the sequence of data, right? Or the, I mean, the other informations, right? How it is going to continuously interact with the environment, right? Moving from one place to other place, and then performing all the actions, right? So these are the things which comprise of the rational agent. Next, we'll quickly have the overview of the PAS. I already covered this part, right? When we talk about PAS, P stands for the performance measures, and the second one is that environment where the model works, and then the agent actuators or the component. I could say that S stands for agent sensors, right? So this is a simple example, self-driving car, right? The first thing is that according to this example, the performance measure can be a safety. If you are traveling in a self-driving taxi, how safe you are, how the safe in traveling in the self-driving car. And the second is that second performance parameter could be a fast, how quickly you are reaching the destination. And the second one is the third one could be the legal, whether the self-driving car, whether is it following all the rules which are incorporated by the government agencies, whether it's following the traffic rules, is there any violation in the traffic rules, whether it follow all the traffic signboards, right? All these things, right? And then comfortable trip, right? When we are traveling in the self-driving car, how the trip was, whether it is comfortable, is there any jerk, is there unprecedented brake applied, as all these things, right? And then maximize the profit, again, the fuel efficiencies, right? In case if identifies is there any traffic automatically, whether the engine is off, right? All these things, right? So these are the different factors which comes under the performance measures. And the second thing is that the environment, when you talk about the environments where this the self-driving car which is going to work, that could be the roads and other informations, right? The other traffic signals, pedestrian, customers, right? Maybe the other vehicles. I could say that the vehicle which is moving forward as well as backward, I mean, back to the self-driving car. And the third element will be an actuators. When you talk about the actuators, so these are the different parts of the self-driving car. So that could be a steering wheel, accelerator, brake, signal on, right, and all other things. And when you talk about the sensors again are the different elements which are going to interact with the environment. That could be cameras and the sonar, are the I could say that the radars and then GPS and then speedometers, odometers, engine sensor, keyboards, right? And all other sensor which is connected no around the vehicle, right? Maybe the back camera or front camera, all other things, right? So these are the elements, right, which are used to get the information from the environment or perceive the information from the environment. So that unit is called sensors. Is it clear for all of you? All this the four parameters which I was explaining. PAS. Quickly can anyone can write in chat box. Thank you, Bharat. I'll proceed with the next one. So these are the different example. Actually, we did this as one of the practical experiment. In that experiment, we have identified different problem statements, right? And so that problem statement has been identified, and then we identify the different the performance measure, environment, and then activators, and then we have identified all these components, and then during the last practical, and we try to implement that the problem statement which was selected based on this four factor PEAs, right? There are the other uh, the problem statement PAS could be the first the medical diagnosis system. When you talk about the medical diagnosis system, the performance measures could be the how the patient is healthy, and then whether it is no optimal cost, right, and all other things. What are the advanced technology which they are using for no whether it is no surgical, what type of equipment they are using, and then the environment where it is going to work in the medical diagnosis system. I'm talking about, so whether this could be a robot or any software which has been developed for medical diagnosis system automations. Again, the environment where this model is going to interact or work means the patients, might be the different staff members, or might be in the hospitals or the laboratories or the testing center where blood samples and the other testings are done, right? So these are the different environment where the medical diagnosis system which is going to interact. And the different activators could be, might be any test results and then diagnosis, and then if the robotics, no, if the robot is capable of doing the surgery again, so that will be also a activators, its own elements. In case if it is a software or interaction based medical system, so that could be the displaying the questions, and then after making the questions or after receiving the questions from the patient or customer, how quickly it is giving the answers. So all these things comes under the actuators. Again, the second example I could say that the satellite image analysis system. In that, again, the performance measure could be that the image correct image categorization, right? So based on the object detection or object identification, so it may categorize the objects whether based on the satellite image, whether it is a building or whether it is car, whether it is no other sea and other no maybe the other shipping vehicles, all these things, right? And then the environment could be the uplink as well as downloading from the satellite to the base station, all the operations, right? Might be the downloading parameters, all these things. When you talk about the actuators, display the scene categorization, whatever the thing which has no captured, that could be displayed, maybe the deletion process, addition process, improving the images by enhancing certain the application softwares and other things. And the sensor could be that the camera which is used, right? The color pixel arrays or the high quality cameras, right? All these things which will becomes the part of sensors. So the third application could be, I could say here is that the part picking robot. When you talk about a part picking robot, again, its performance could be that. So this part picking robot, which might be used in the industry in order to take a particular box, and that will be shipped, right? That will be placed in the container. All these things. So that will be performed by the part picking robot, right? The percentage of parts in the correct bins, and then the environment, that could be the conveyor belts, might be the bins and other shipping units, might be the vehicle and all other things, right? And what are the different actuators when we talk about the robots? Might be the joints and then the artificial limbs and then joint arm and then hand and then vision, all other things, right? Cameras. When you talk about the sensor, again, cameras and then joint angle sensor, right? All other things. How it is, no, it might be connected with the Wi-Fi model, right? All this information that will be extracted from the Wi-Fi. And when we talk about the refinery controller, again, the performance measure will be based on the purity of the oil and then the yield and then safety. And then when we talk about the environment, again, which is going to interact with the refinery units and then different operators, whether it could be the other motors or might be the other units or might be the people who are working in this the section. And the actuators could be that might be the different valves, depends upon the pressure that may automatically release or close, and then the pumps which are used to carry the oils and then heaters and then all other displays, right? When we talk about the sensors, might be the temperature sensor, pressure and other chemical sensor, or all other elements which are going to use to refine the oils. So all these things very similar to that. When we talk about the next application, I could say that interactive English tutor. So this will be maybe the performance measure can be that the student score on the test, right? So this application which is created for the purpose of increase the students performance, right? So it is completely measured based on that how the particular student has improved by conducting the tests, whether the student has passed in the examination, whether he scored more marks. So these are the certain performance measures. And the environment could be faculties and then set of students, testing agencies, and all other things. When you talk about the activators, displaying of the questions and then correcting the answers and then the suggestions in case if the student has any doubts, solution to that problems or suggestion or animated videos to that topic, right? That could be given. So these are the elements which will comes at the act as the activators. When you talk about the sensors, again, the keyboard entry might be the other elements or other component which are used for input. So that is going to be act as the sensors. So these are the few example agents, right, through which we measure the PEAs, performance measure, environment, actuators, and then sensors. right? I was explaining all these things, right? I'll quickly skip this, right? When you talk about the different types of environments, the first thing is that accessible and then inaccessible. When you talk about the accessible environment, right, in which agent can obtain a complete and accurate and then all other information or the day-to-day information, that I could say that here the robot, I could say that the mathematical model or the machine learning model which may interact with the environment where it can get updates. Say for example, if today's date will be updated if it is interacted or it is connected with the internet, and the today's temperature or current temperature will be collected by if the model is connected with the different the temperature sensing web that are different sensors, right? By the way, if it is interacting with the environment where it is getting the informations or updating the information, that will be called as the accessible information or accessible environments, right? See, the other one is that inaccessible, where the model will not get any information for updations, so that will act as a simple entity. When we talk about the other categories of environment, so that could be a deterministic, and the second one is that non-deterministic. When you talk about a deterministic environment in which the next state of the environment is completely determined by the current state and the action executed by the agent. So here, when you talk about the deterministic environment, that the model will have the basic idea. Suppose if I move into these steps and what I could do in the next steps. So this is very simple environment. I could say that when the user is playing a chess game or some other games, right? Or maybe TikTok, right? So in that case, suppose if I'm taking a move, right, probably I may know that what will happen in the next step, right? So this completely depends on the deterministic environment, right? When we talk about the non-deterministic environment, we may not have that what will be the, even if I'm taking this step, right, what will happen in the next step, that cannot be predicted, right? So that type of environment which can be called as a non-deterministic environment, right? So the example I could say for this is that in case the autonomous vehicle driving car, if I've selected a route for from source to the destination, right? In between, I don't know what will happen. I need to go step by steps by following the different signals as well as different directions, right? And the next category of the environment is that a static and the dynamic environment. When you talk about the static environment, is unchanged while the agent is reflecting. So this I could say that uh, through the environment, the object is not at all going to change. I could say that suppose if the vehicle is driving on the road, right, the trees which is there in next to the road, so that is going to be the static environment. Again, when we talk about the dynamic environments, depends upon the model, its reflections, right? The other element which is going to do some actions, or which is going to the action, or which are rely based on the actual model. So might be that suppose if I apply the brake, maybe automatically the vehicle which is following me, so that may automatically has to apply the brakes. So that type of environment which will be called as the dynamic environment, right? Where it will get the inputs and then depends upon the model's action, the environment also will try to change its its attitudes. Again, the next one is that again discrete versus continuous. So this is very similar to the earlier one. When you talk about the environment, it's a discrete if there are a fixed finite number of actions and per subset. So whenever we are playing any game, might be the chess or might be the other games, maybe the cricket and other things, where we have the predefined rules or predefined steps. We know that very well. If you are following these steps, definitely will reach the goal state, right? We might be knowing that the number of boards and the checkerboard and all other things. Again, when we talk about that, the continuous environment where we cannot predict it how we'll reach the destination, but after taking a steps, again we need to further analysis and then we'll keep on moving, right? So that it we will call it the continuous environment have a certain level of mismatch with the computer system in that. So we'll have the lookup table. So the lookup table is that information which will be stored in the database, might be the root, some other information or procedures. Based on that, it will keep on working to find out or to reach the destination. So these are the different types of environments. Is it clear for all of you whatever the concepts which I was explaining? In case if you have any doubts before winding up the session, you can quickly write it in the chat box. So I'll try to clear your doubts in case if you have. We discussed about the different types of, we discussed about chats, sorry, agents. All of you are informed to write your attendance in the chat box in case if you have missed. So what are the things we discussed? We covered so far. We discussed about what is meant by agent, right? And we discussed about what is meant by an intelligent agent, right? And we discussed about what is meant by an rational agent. We discussed about autonomy in agent. Then we discussed about that the different, how I could say that different PEAs, right? The performance measure, and then the I could say that the environment, and then this actuators, and then sensor. We discussed about the different projects or different automations, and what are the different four factors for that specific the application of the project which we selected, right? And then we discussed about that the different types of environment, right, which we are going to face, right, when we use any artificial model in the real world scenario, right? Next, we'll quickly cover with the structure of agent, which is very similar to the previous section or previous explanations, right? So when we talk about the structure of the agent, right, which will be the combination of architecture plus program. So this has the different units, right, the environment, and then actuator, sensor, and then the perception. I could say that, right. So based on all these units which are combined, and all this information, all this model which is going to interact with the environment,